Now, how do you imagine the fourth dimension or the fifth dimension? So let me give you an idea. If you see a three-dimension object now, you can even see your chair. All right, your chair is a three-dimension, right? Now look at the shadow. Can you guys see the shadow of any object? Of yourself, your shadow, the chair, or even my shadow here. The shadow is a two-dimension material, correct? So I'm a three-dimension object. My shadow is two-dimension. To give an idea what is the fourth dimension and so on, 3D object is the shadow of the fourth dimension. Can you imagine that? But are you able to visualize what is the fourth dimension, fifth dimension? Cannot. Because we are so accustomed to 3D. Our whole world is only limited to three dimensions. Can you imagine? We live in the three spatial dimension only. How limited is our universe? Our physical universe here, right? So in order to visualize the fourth dimension, your mind cannot comprehend. But to give you an idea, you can go to Google afterward, you check this object called tesseract. Alright? Now if you see the Marvel movies, all these Avengers, a lot of these ideas to make movies, they take you from all the breakthrough in quantum physics. Quantum physics has been a lot of wonderful breakthrough. So whatever the findings and all that, then they started making movies out of it. So the movies like Ant-Man, right? So you know what happened? They discovered in the quantum world, now the word quantum means what? Very minute world. The world that is beyond what you can see. It's so tiny, it's beyond neutrons, protons. So we call it particles. Now, what they realize, some of the physical laws that operate in this physical world does not operate in the quantum world. For example, Einstein say nothing can go faster than the speed of what? Light. Then they discovered in the quantum world, shortly, I'll just tell you how is it connected to manifestation. In the world of quantum, when they separated two particles, and they put one particle, let's say in a distant location, US, another one, which is in Malaysia, what they did instantly to the particle in Malaysia happened instantly. The word instant is faster than the speed of light. Instantly, the reaction on the other particle in America was also the same. In other words, they violate the Einstein speed of light. You catch me so far? Yeah. That's right. So they also realized that when they are observing a lot of these quantum particles in the tiny world, certain laws became defective. I'll give you a further idea about what is the distortion. How many of you, when you have slept, you have a dream, right? How many of you have dreamt as if you have gone through generations, how many years time frame? Some of you went to, fight the Thanos, Marvel Avengers, interplanetary war and all that, right? But suddenly when you wake up, alamak, 10 minutes only, isn't it? So what happened? How do you explain that? Time distortion. So another one is, how do you explain deja vu? How many of you have experienced deja vu before? Alright, visibly. Some of us have seen it. Only thing we don't realize, hey, is this deja vu or what? Now, why deja vu happen? Because during your sleeping mode, you have actually sort of like subconsciously access into the other dimension. Alright? And to go further, manifestation is you need three things to manifest in your life. You need focus, you need intention, and you need repetition over a certain duration. If these things are not there, manifestation won't happen. So you have to persevere a bit now. Don't say, wow, today I manifest, that's it, tomorrow I'm going to get my red Ferrari. It doesn't work that way, right? Because whatever that you're thinking now, in the other dimensions, is already started operating. In this world, thoughts is just something very abstract, isn't it? Cannot be measured by any scientific tool, right? If you talk to a scientist, you say, how do you measure thoughts? That's it, finish. Checkmate already. But we know thoughts exist. How do you measure emotion? Cannot. Checkmate already. Right? So how do you measure emotions? Cannot. But we know these things are real. So whatever your thoughts, your emotions, is already, if you put in intensity, it's already working in the other dimensions. So there's one law which actually works into the interdimension. They call it as above, so below. Have you heard about this law before? As above, so below. The above is actually the higher dimensions. So whatever that you are thinking, manifesting at the higher level, sooner or later it needs to manifest in the lower earth, which is this 3D world. It has to. It has to follow that law of the universe. In other words, they say the quantum particles can actually detect who is around, what is around, and then they behave differently. So in other words, if you go to a haunted mansion trying to look for the ghost won't appear. I'm just kidding, huh? Right? Because for example, this explains a lot of things. So when you go into a particular area, suddenly you feel like, oh, I feel very eerie, I can feel something. Okay, better listen to your sixth sense, your gut feeling. When you go into the particular place, you say, I need to look for that thing. Suddenly you waited with your camera, with your equipment, nothing appears. Why? This is the reason. All right. So things are more beyond what we see, beyond the physical. There's a lot of things going on at the background. And also manifestation use a lot of metaphors. So we are more interested in the subconscious mind. We are not really interested in the conscious mind. Okay? Because the one that is going to make things operate, the one that is going to make things materialize is your subconscious mind. So now the next question in your mind is, what is subconscious mind? So how do we explain? When you go to sleep, who goes to sleep? Your conscious mind. Now we are interacting with each other. We are using conscious mind, isn't it? But your subconscious mind might be anywhere other place. Your subconscious mind is traveling all over the universe. Part of it is thinking what to have for lunch. Part of it is thinking what to manifest after this summit. Macam-macam going on, isn't it? Yes. Okay. But what happens is we have tools in order to focus the subconscious mind, draw the energy, and try to materialize whatever the manifestation that you want to achieve. All right. So back to the three things again. Whatever that you want can happen. So don't think that, oh, I can't become a millionaire. I can't have that particular car. I don't think I have what it takes and all that. You just need the three things again. What do you need again? Focus, intention, and duration. Correct. The duration very subjective. It can be weeks, can be days, can be a few seconds, few minutes, few years, but it needs a certain duration. The higher the intensity, the higher the focus, the duration becomes shorter. Okay? The universe, the superconscious mind, is not going to filter what is good for you or not. Think about law of attraction. The more you, how to say, put yourself into the shoe of a billionaire, the more you react. Some people, the law of attraction, you know what they do to the extent, their wallet, they print out fake money. They print out fake money, they put inside the wallet. Okay, law of attraction, fine. Now I'm going to attract money. Money is going to come. Yes, it is going to come. What's going to happen is you are automatically going to associate yourself with people who are going to bring in money. Business-minded people, people exploring, people who are hungry for money. You are going to get them. Opportunity is going to come. Opportunity is going to be knocking on your door. You are going to grab the opportunity. You are going to become wealthy. But what's the price to pay? Anybody? Maybe I just say maybe the price is your health. Second, maybe again, relationship. You might lose the loved ones. Okay? Look around you. I'm not trying to prevent you guys from thinking that, hey, Harjit is telling don't become successful, don't become rich, No, I'm not saying that. Just be careful of what you are wishing for, because you are going to get, right? Look around you, look at the super healthy, super wealthy people who are very rich. Don't look at what they're having now, look at what they are lacking in their life. Then you use that as a lesson in your life. You say, okay, I'm going to walk the path, but rather I'm going to enrich my life. So be careful of what you're wishing for, because it is going to manifest. What you focus on is what you're going to get. Right? So, guys, this is not theoretical, this is not pseudoscience, this is not mumbo jumbo. It is happening reality in our life at this moment. And that is what Dilip is doing, helping people manifest thing in their life, enrich your life, isn't it? The correct way. That is wonderful, wonderful. Please give them another round of applause. Then. Yeah. They asked me, Harjit, if everybody think about the same thing, do you think it's going to manifest? Then I say, why? He said, you know why? Because when we are, sorry to ask this very controversial question, huh? When we are all in an aeroplane, I know what I'm talking about, huh? When we are all in the aeroplane and the aeroplane is about to take off, what are you thinking of? Everybody afraid, right? Afraid of what? Habis lah, correct? So he said, Ajit, if everybody is fearing about the plane crashing, don't you think it's going to manifest? If this is correct, huh? If whatever I'm saying is correct, by right, all the planes should be crashing, right? But why the planes are not crashing? I mean, small percentage lah. Why? Sorry again? Intensity, duration, wonderful. Please give her another. Okay, there's two people like the aeroplane. Huh? One is praying very hard. All the mantras in the world, all the gurus, all the religion mantras they are chanting. Blah, blah, blah. Now, when you are praying, they call it positive intention. There's another category of people who are not praying. What if the seatbelt open up? What if the safety vest doesn't work? What if I forget what to do? What if the plane lands the water? What if so many what if scenarios, right? So when you are thinking all the negative scenarios, that is negative manifestation. So positive manifestation, that means half the plane is not aligning each other, Half is positive, the other one is negative. So there's a conflicting then. So the plane also don't know what to do now. The plane don't know whether to be successful or to crash. So never mind, fine. But the good thing is, remember the three things that needed manifestation to happen. The third faculty is what? Duration. When you are in the plane, luckily the duration is very short. Not the duration of the flight, the duration of the negative thinking. You get me? What is the plane this? What if this? So the duration is very short, manifestation won't happen. It's a good thing, isn't it? Yes. So a lot of people curse, so why things don't happen fast in my life? Why not? I say, hey, it's a blessing in disguise, things are not happening fast. Otherwise, all the planes will go down. You get me? So the three things are very, very important. Please take home this message that in order to manifest anything in your life, you need intention, you need focus. Focus means intensity. And the third one is what? Duration. But still be it, because it's going to happen. So this is what the message that I want to share with you guys today. And believe me, and when we talk about overthinking is the one that a lot of what is scenario is going to your mind. So when you are thinking too much, quantum mechanics or whatever your things that you want to manifest cannot happen. So in a subconscious mind, we call it noise. When you keep on thinking, and all that, it's noise in the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind cannot operate. So this is where the concept of mindfulness comes in. So what is mindfulness? Totally, is the power of now. It's one book just on the mindfulness. I read the first chapter itself, when you're talking about how to unthink. The problem with us is we have been taught from the day we were born until now, we have been taught to think, isn't it? Those people in the corporate world, you are sent for what? Creative thinking, critical thinking, lateral thinking, all thinking. We have forgotten the art of not thinking anymore. Now you're sitting down, so you're thinking, right? Correct. How to unthink? The cause of all stress in your life is because you're thinking too much. It's not the stress about traffic jam, it's not so much stressing about your work or your boss or whatever it is. We are too much of what is scenarios. So we have forgotten the technique of how to unthink, how not to think anymore, right? So we need to learn the techniques about mindfulness. There are techniques, right? And I wish I had more time where I think Dilip will do something at the end of the session. Fantastic. So there will be a mindful exercise, I believe that, so that we can fine tune all our senses and bring back to our present moment. Look beyond the physical world, look beyond what you're seeing day to day, because there's a lot of other forces operating at a different dimension. Be careful of your thoughts, be careful of what you wish for, and also the three needed for manifestation. Put it into your life, manifest whatever you want to manifest in your life. And number three, filter what you want to manifest. Because the universe is going to give you what you're asking for. Right?